colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like look there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol. The beauty, the truth, the poetry.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. Here you go, mister. Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people and...
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into...
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but, I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like...
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge, the frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line, the soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the...
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to...
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby. Startled by the roar right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy.
God damn it! Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or... You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it? Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10-5, this is 41st.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop. And
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is very serious.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would defend yourself. Immediately, they're laughing at you.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Dietmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that...
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost...
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is. No. It's gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying? Over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. Do you need further assistance? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar rate.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me. Who, you are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do. And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile? Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, with all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board. You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do.
It's not fucking cryo-actylate.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handles. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the... You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently... The smell of freshly treated leather. The lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard. And a neat little brush in the cup. I'm good. Cherished and cared for. In the hands of attending at the bottom of the sea. So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right. The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is in the cabin. You see a set of... As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is...
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks the tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With a jam right here on the roundabout.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a...
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from a...
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines, the sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy. Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows, and the local goat farmers produce it's an acquired taste. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably... These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling... Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour. The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the... The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then the sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting within the past 72 hours. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast. There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Line. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump. The Line G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which you'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your...
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was? That's quite likely, from what I can tell. Oh. I suppose that narrows it down somewhat. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder? If we must.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes the name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. You're very cool. Bang!
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
What? No finger pistols, officer? Pew pew!
The lieutenant nods approvingly.
You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. try them on, right? I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers. Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely...
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Yeah, that's the main thing about you. Freedom is great. It's what lets independent entrepreneurs like me sell quality goods at competitive prices. Anything for you. Only the coolest. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. Anything for you. You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook? No hassle?
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my...
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
What?
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Look, officer. I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain.
Interesting.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samoan Isola.
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Seaguy province of the...
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. If you say so, officer, I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business.
Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business.
Oh, okay. But an investment? What kind of investment? I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here? 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material eaten up. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his... The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouth!
Shits himself?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night...
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That's it.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Opagite descent. It used to be a common...
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something? Maybe she was prepared. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Yes, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno? That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dink.
He's hiding something.
Pig, if Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
An inconspicuous pile, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too, or there it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the... There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They are bound to have information for us. Or it could be that we are just exploring. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops?
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Any heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced. 2. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work boot. 4. Standard work boot. Number 4. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. 5. Another standard work boot. 6. An aberration, light as air. Even impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it. And 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see a woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the court.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, these appeared.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
Fuck does Kuno care? You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? And then what? You fucking there? You fucking Kuno's...
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer. That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that spark.
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your...
Fuck pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secret. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coke got up there.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait to see you get all scared and shit.
Kuno can't wait to see you shit your fat pants!
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost!
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient.
He thinks you're fucking for Kuno! He says you climb the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want? Good call, Pigman. Kuno doesn't
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish. Dude, maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out
active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow Kuno!
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides, and it's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. Out of place. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not just any notebook. It's clearly some manner of super armor, or future armor. Super future.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 months. For a full set, about 4 years of...
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate. Dissipate.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials. Like if trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415674567.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso, the hangman's knot, is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not... I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You? Yes, it often is. This bell worries me. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the... An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in...
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this...
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sound...
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is...
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto...
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the...
You've acquired an interactable item.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. Protruding comically from their dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into... This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands thighs, and his neck, just above the noose.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins.
So, what do you think?
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below them.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe. Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or something?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly...
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending...
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid.
You're testing...
Get lost!
Kuno doesn't